What's up guys, Cwesolo here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to upgrade or install Visual Studio 2022. But before we get into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that way you don't miss out on any of my future content, and be sure to leave a like if you like this video. Anyway, let's get right into this. So you're going to want to go to Google and you're going to want to look up Visual Studio 2022. The first link should be the one that is here. If you have any advertisements and stuff, those may be here. Just look for Visual Studio 2022 IDE. It's from Microsoft, so that's where you're going to want to go. You're going to want to hit download Visual Studio 2022. You're going to want to hit the community version, and that'll install. I have already installed this, so I really don't need this. So yeah. After that, you're going to want to click that installer, and it's going to say, it's going to install, or it's going to be like, hey, you're going to need to open up Visual Studio Installer, yada, yada, yada. And that's where we're going to go next. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. We're going to go over here, and you're going to want to look up Visual Studio Installer. If you don't already have if you don't already have Visual Studio installed, this will probably automatically open up for you. So, but if you have 2019 and you're upgrading, you're going to need to look up your Visual Studio Installer. After that, I don't know why this is being weird, but okay. You're going to want to scroll down until you find Visual Studio 2022. I already have the community version installed, but you're going to want to install the community version. That one's free. These two are not free. So, yeah, if you install one of these ones, most likely it's going to be a trial of some kind that's going to ask you to pay. So you're going to want to get the community version, or whatever version here that you have. If you want to go back to an older one, you can do that too. After that, you're going to get greeted by a screen that looks like this. Now, I'm pretty sure if you're just doing game development, you're going to want one of these two or both, depending on what engines you're working in. If you're working in Unity, you're going to want to do this one. If you're working in Unreal Engine or some other engine, you're going to want this one. All right. If you're learning C# and or C++, you're going to need to do one of these two. This one's for if you're learning C++ or C#. If you're learning C#, you're going to need it for console applications. Granted, you can learn C# in Unity if you want. Using the debug thing, you can do all the same stuff. But if you're learning how to learn C#, you're probably going to want this as well. If you're learning C++, you're going to need this one. You also may want them both anyway. I'm not sure if these will work without those two. I'm not sure if they piggyback off of that or anything like that, or if I know that Unreal Engine's compiler is completely separate, but you may want to get these two just in case. If you're interested in Python, that's right here, and also these other ones here for AppNet development, and this is web development with HTML and JavaScript. Azure, I don't know how many people are using Azure or needing its SDKs for stuff. So I'm not sure how many of you are doing that on your own time. This is for Node.js for network applications. You're probably not going to need that. If you're interested in mobile development with Xamarin, that's here too, or mobile development with C++, that's also here. And if you're planning on making a universal Windows platform application, which means it'll work on Xbox, laptops, Windows 10, 11, whatever Windows platforms are out there, you're going to want that one too. But keep in mind that this will increase the size. This substantially increases the size of the total size. As you can see, this is 8.33 gigabytes on its own. For video game development, Unity or Unreal or both, if you're going to be using both, I did both because I have both. I use both engines. You're going to need both of those. If you're interested in Linux development, that's down here. Data storage and processing, this is like if you have a database of some sort, SQL Server, stuff like that, you're going to need this. Visual Studio extension development, if you're interested in making Visual Studio extensions, that's also here. Data science, analytical applications, so working in F#, Python, if you're interested in that, that's here too. And Office and SharePoint development is right here. Mainly, these two, if you're learning C# and C++, I'd get these two by default. Okay? These are the two you're going to get by default. If you're doing a CS class in college, you're going to get these two by default, or this one by default. But these two by default. That's right there. All right? If you're interested in making universal Windows platform applications, you can do that, but that's optional. And if you're doing game development, whatever engine you're using, Unreal Engine or other engines that use C++, this is what you're going to want. If you're working in Unity, you're going to want this one. It specifically says game development Unity, and it will include installers if you don't have the engine installed. So yeah, after that, you're going to click install while downloading, and then bam, you're done. Visual Studio is installed, and you'll be all set to go. Once it's done, it should pop up with Visual Studio 2022, just like this on a page. And we'll go ahead and open up the tutorial series project, and you'll be all set to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not going to look exactly like this. This is because I have an extension, so or I have a plugin that does enhanced syntax highlighting. But if you are, yeah, that's probably not going to look like this. But that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, comment, like, if you have any questions, be sure to ask them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great day, and peace out.